Alright, that was Karma, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the server froze. And just forget it. Yeah, I lied to you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm a bad person. Yeah, okay. So anyway, let's continue on. Welcome back. Let's just continue where we left off, killing these poor creatures for the pelts. Yeah, you can ask why I chose Druid. Yeah, it's really versatile. As I already mentioned, they can turn into wild animals, or heal or stuff like that. But you may ask why I chose Druid for tanking, if it has a lot more other yeah, possibilities, I guess, to choose from. So there are really a lot of people playing Blood Elves, and especially Blood Elf Paladin, which is, yeah, trust me, it's really boring to see, yeah, every third people or every third character is basically a Blood Elf Paladin. You can also tank with warriors. They're not so bad, but I think Druid's the most interesting of these characters that can tank. Let's pick up some quests here. So you may ask whether I'm going to play Feral Druid to do the tanking, and yeah, that may surprise you, but I'm gonna say no, because you see, the roles of the character depends somewhat greatly on what talent you take. So if you take restoration talent, you might not be able to tank or deal that much damage like you do in like balance or feral or stuff like that. But the main thing about Druid is that even though you are not in that exact talent tree, you will do fine doing the other roles. What do I mean by that? Druids get basically diverse abilities, and even though you are not a feral druid, you can do just fine doing damage in balance. I mean, with the regular spells you get. So that's why I chose Druid, because you can go from one type of play to another quite easily. And you may ask, yeah, how I'm gonna tank in balance? So basically the thing is that yeah, I just got a buff there. You have to seek to do that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna level up this character to like 10. Until then, you don't really get too much items to work with, like buff your stats like here. So it doesn't really matter till then how you play the game. Then at level 10 you get the first shapeshift form, and people usually go for that, which results in many people running around in bear forms and such. But my strategy is that you take on the role of spellcaster balanced druid, but the twist is that instead of I shouldn't say wasting, but rather using up your mana. So instead of using up your mana, you and then sitting down to drink, you basically go to an animal form in a shapeshift, and while you're in the shapeshift form, you regenerate the mana you then will use to do the stuff again as a balanced druid. So you may say, yeah, but balanced druids won't deal that good amount of damage in shapeshift form as ferals. Yeah, there's a point in that. Yeah, you've got a point there, but trust me, they kind of do fine. So these shapeshift forms are really powerful. They are it doesn't really matter what kind of items you have or what kind of talent. They are good as they are, because that's how they were built. Originally, druids were made to be like this really versatile character which can transform into this, do that, can also heal, but can also tank and stuff. Later on, people didn't really like that, so yeah, we just leveled up to level 4. So people didn't really like it, that you either fight as a bear or you either cast spells, so you don't mix that. But I think it works really great in the early stages of the game to mix these tactics, and I hope you will get to see the point I'm making once we get to level 10. Yeah, I'm starting to run out of mana. I don't really understand, because yeah, it's replenishing really fast, and it barely costs any mana. Anyway, so yeah, let's kill some boars here to complete these quests. And what I'm gonna do is, yeah, just kill off these creatures and then get back to camp. And once we did that, we're gonna learn some more skills. Alright, what I wanted to talk about is how I'm gonna play this druid. So I'm gonna cast spells on the creatures I fight, and once my mana is done, I'm gonna go into shapeshift form and continue on fighting, instead of sitting down and drinking like the regular casters do. For me, the most boring, one of the most boring classes are mage and priest, because they usually do sit down and drink after 1 or 2 fights, and yeah, you just sit in front of your computer and see the character drinking, and you just wait, and you just wait, and you just wait, and it's fucking boring. So yeah, instead of doing that, druid can go into forms and continue on playing, and yeah, I think it works great, because I already did that with another druid I made. It was a night elf druid on another server. I won't tell you the name, because that would spoil things for Warmane, and I really love them for remaking Lordaeron, because yeah, I mentioned earlier, but that footage was deleted, that I really liked playing back in the day on the original I don't think it was Warmane. What was it back then? It was Molten, yeah, back then. They had a different name, but I think they are the same, or maybe they merged. I'm not too sure. Alright, let's organize some stuff here. Let's put this on. Okay, so I got another So I got a new item. It's a nomadic vest. It's nothing special. It's just better stuff I have. And yeah, we handed the quest. Whoa, whoa, whoa! We almost forgot. We have to. Yeah, it's not that necessary. I shouldn't say we have to, but it's good to pick up the new spells you get. As you can see, I reached level 4 at some point at the cave, I guess. No, don't really remember that much. Anyway, we have to go back to the cave, like to have these quests done. Anyway, let's talk about the druid again. So I think it's a fun class to play because there's so much flexibility. You can do quite well in other roles, regardless of talent or stats, really. And I think most people don't really like druid because it's I don't think it's hard to play, but it's definitely more complicated than certain classes. So the classes that are really, I think, easy to play are basically mage, that you do a ton of damage, the shitload of damage, and then you sit down and drink. I don't think that's too skillful. I mean, yeah, there are combos and such, but I don't know. It's quite the same. You do the exact same thing. Hunters, they are they are often really boring as well, because most of the time the creature you control does your bidding, and you can fight on like 3 or 4 guys at a time. It doesn't matter, you can handle it, because yeah, playing hunter is basically playing 2 characters at the same time. Watered down druid and the hunter, because most skills of the pets that you control as a hunter are basically rip-offs from druid skills, or maybe the other way around. I'm not sure. So hunters are really boring, I think, but yeah, it can be enjoyable sometimes, but yeah, it's definitely not my favorite. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. Yeah, so we came here to this cave, this ravine, I guess that's how you pronounce it, and we killed some pig creatures. When you played the regular Warcraft 3, you may have played the campaign long enough to see the Tauren for the first time. I really liked them, but I think they were somewhat different from how they behave in World of Warcraft. But anyway, the point is that they were already fighting these pigmen when the orcs arrived from the Eastern Kingdoms. Back then they used to call it Azeroth, but later on they changed their mind, because yeah, they added Kalimdor, and there was Kalimdor and Azeroth, but Azeroth became the whole world instead of just the eastern continent. Yes, so the druids are at war with these pigmen. They are both tribal. I'm not too sure if there's a hidden message that pigs and cattle are both domesticated animals of human culture, and the pigs and the cows fight each other. Is that something that's supposed to be funny? I don't know. Maybe someone liked it, or the Blizzard employees were just drunk or something. Anyway, it's worth mention, I think. Yeah, we came all the way inside their camp, and here comes their leader. Oh, I fucked up a bit. I also pulled this creature here. So, back in vanilla, maybe even in Burning Crusade, these creatures were all red. They attacked you on... I shouldn't say on sight, because when you were in range. So even though I can see them over here, they wouldn't attack me or something. Yeah, they were red, so basically this quest is really simple right now. The previous time I started recording, I killed this guy. He didn't really drop anything, but I just killed him anyway right now. I'm not too sure what's he about, or why is he a special creature. Yeah, he didn't drop anything this time either, so... Yeah, we use Unstuck to get back to the starting zone. Yeah, some would say it's cheating, but I don't think I'd mind it. It's for the sake of recording. So, I don't think you would like me to basically talk all the way back. Yeah. So, we sold some items, we completed some quests, we are level 5 now, and now we will be asked to continue on with our journey towards the dark side. No. Our journey will lead us into the heart of Mulgore, the starting zone of the Tauren. We will leave this red cloud mesa where you originally start and continue on to this next village. Is it? Yeah, it's Bloodhoof village. It's a pretty nice village. So yeah, the basic core leveling zone is like level 1 to level 6. Is yeah, every zone like this is kind of the same. You have to kill creatures, or you have to kill creatures to get items from them, or you have to use items which the quest giver gives you. And later on, when you finish these quests, there comes a quest where you have to fight on some boss, like this chief I did in this ravine. And then they will say, okay, you are worthy, you have to continue your journey and find salvation in the Mother Nature or the Earthmother or something like that. And then you move on to the next village. And once you depart and start making your way to the next village, there will be a guy who gives you this quest to deliver some package to this next tavern you will see. This time it's a bundle of furs, and yeah, you get to choose from items here. You either choose bread or water. What's interesting to say is that oftentimes when you can choose a reward, it's more like to be that you should choose the item that restores mana over the item that restores health. Unless you don't have mana, then it doesn't really matter for you to. So it's not really good for you to choose the mana replenishing stuff. Yeah, as you could see, these wolves are already hostile to regular players. Their names are in red, so they will attack. They don't really do much harm. They deal 3 damage, and I have 156, so they can have some bite of meat of my deck. I don't mind. It's better that we don't follow the road here. And PC is gonna say that the road is safer, but yeah, unless you're not like 10 levels below the region you're in, then it's fine to just go past creatures. Alright, I think we're making a good time here, because it's 22nd minute of recording, and we safely reached the village we needed to find, and we're gonna hand some quests. Yeah, the task unfinished. Yeah, let's choose the water here. Now we save our Hearthstone, that thing we used earlier to teleport us back to the starting zone. And yeah, one thing I want to do is just go to this character I made earlier without any commentary. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So I basically did the exact same thing I did just now with my other character, but I realized the sound didn't work too well. So yeah, it's not really a good experience, but hey. Opa. Wow. Seems like I messed up big time. Anyway, seems like I really wasted some resources here, because these bags are already bound to Kushid. Anyway, let's just sell them, and yeah, I'm gonna delete this character, because it doesn't really make sense to have 2 druids, and without the introduction I don't think it's that enjoyable to play, or to see me play. I'm gonna send these 2 bags to my other character. What was its name again? Oh my god, I'm such a terrible person. It's Moonhorn. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna send him his bags and the money as well. The thing is that these bags are important, that you can expand your inventory, and you can carry more stuff with you, so you don't have to walk home to sell stuff that often. And yeah, I messed up big time, because I sent it to this character and the bags were bound to him, but yeah, I'm gonna delete him now. So anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. So we'll continue our journey as this young druid and explore the world of Warcraft together. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.